زدنا علما يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك آمين. أما بعد فالسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ما شاء الله. So Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. So I think also when you are doing Quran after break, I'm not sure if you're seeing how many times the Mazeedfeehi comes up, but the Mazeedfeehi comes up actually quite often in the Quran. And the objective again is for us just to be as familiar as possible with it, because it will unlock many of the words in the Quran. So what especially I like to do for this class is that the Surah Al-Fath, I want you to go, as we're doing the verses, each week, I want you to go and I want you to mark off all the Mazeedfeehi you've done. Are you with me? In Surah Al-Fath, mark off all the Mazeedfeehi that you've done so far, so you can see it live in the Quran. So you're basically up until bab number 4. So basically all the Mazeedfeehi from 2, 3, and 4 that you can find in the Quran. Because that's what students struggle with the most, is seeing it, identifying what it is. It's kind of easier to do the scales, but to see it in text it becomes a bit difficult. So the practice is important, inshallah. So Bismillah, we're going to start with fa'ala. Fa'ala altogether. Fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan mufa'ilun mufa'alun fa'il la tufa'il. Nazzala كذب. MashaAllah. Someone online want to do sabbaha for me? And the in-class learners can do it with him. Want to do sabbaha for me online? Aidil, do you want to try, inshallah? Bismillah. Or Sister Tasneem, Bismillah. Sabbaha.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Do with it, inshallah.
Sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan musibbahun sabbih la tusabbih.
Okay, good, mashallah. Just the ismul fa'il there, Tasneem. Can you repeat the ismul fa'il again? The ismul fa'il must be mufa'ilun. So it will be what?
Musibbihun.
So remember, the second letter must have a fatha. Mufa'ilun. So it will be Musa, yeah? First Musa.
Musabbihun.
Musabbihun, good. And the ismu maf'ul?
Musabbahun.
Excellent. Musabbihun, musabbahun. Musabbih, the one who does tasbih. Musabbah, the one who is praised. Excellent. Someone online do allama for me? Who's going next? Allama.
Allama yu'allimu ta'liman, sorry. Mu'allimun, mu'allamun, allim, la tu'allim.
Excellent, mashallah. Okay, all together in class and online. Qattala. Qattala yuqattilu taqilan muqattilun muqattalun. Qattil la tuqattil. Mashallah. Maybe assistant class on their own, inshallah. Who's ready? Bashara. Bashara was ready. MashaAllah. Now, brothers, MashaAllah, Badala. Who wants to go? Last one. Badil la tufa'il. La tubadil. Excellent, MashaAllah. Let's go to the third bab. Fa'ala. Fa'ala. All together. فعل يفاعل فعالا مفاعل مفاعل فاعل لا تفاعل جاهد جاهد يجاهد جهادا مجاهد مجاهد جاهد لا تجاهد. Assistant class wants to do قاتلة. Want to do it inshallah. Bismillah. ما شاء الله. Wants to do حافظة. Bismillah. ما شاء الله. نافقة. Who wants to do it? Next. Bismillah. Eh? One of the brothers say نافقة. Excellent, mashallah. Let's all do the qatala all together. قاتل يقاتل قتالا مقاتل مقاتل قاتل لا تقاتل. حافظ حافظ يحافظ حفاظا محافظ محافظ حافظ لا تحافظ. هاجر هاجر يهاجر هجارا مهاجر مهاجر هاجر لا تهاجر. نافق. Okay, good. Now we get to the fourth bab, which is the last bab that we did. أفعل. So Bismillah all together. أفعل أفعل يفعل إفعالا مفعل مفعل أفعل لا تفعل. Again أفعل أفعل يفعل إفعالا مفعل مفعل أفعل لا تفعل. أنزل أنزل ينزل إنزالا منزل منزل أنزل لا تنزل. What is أرسل? Is next inshallah. Good, mashallah. One of the online students want to do aslama. Aslama. And you students, inshallah. Sa'id, you want to try it? Aslama.
أسلم يسلم إسلاما مسلم مسلم أسلم لا تسلم.
Excellent, mashallah. Wants to try ahsana. Wants to try ahsana.
أحسن يحسن إحسانا محسن محسن أحسن لا تحسن لا
Mashallah,
نحسن.
excellent,
Sorry.
mashallah. Mashallah. Ask a kid to put the light. I think he put it for lights now. Ask a kid to please. No. Excellent, mashallah. Let's all do arsala all together. أرسل يرسل إرسالا مرسل مرسل أرسل لا ترسل. Now I think the kid can put off the lights inside there for the class. Let's do أسلم أسلم يسلم إسلاما مسلم مسلم أسلم لا تسلم. أحسن أحسن يحسن إحسانا محسن محسن أحسن لا تحسن. أنفق أنفق ينفق إنفاقا منفق منفق أنفق لا تنفق. أشرك أشرك يشرك إشراكا مشرك مشرك أشرك لا تشرك. Okay, so your homework was to do this from the Quran. So we're going to go to page number 40. We're going to go to page number 40. What is it? Okay, okay. Okay, it's on again now. Okay, so Bismillah. How far did we get? Which number did we mark? Which number did we mark already? Okay, it's fine. Lights are off. It's on again. Number 4. So Bismillah. So number 5. وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَى قَوْمِهِ. وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَى قَوْمِهِ. Who wants to go? Anybody wants to, inshallah, Bismillah? Who wants to go? We'll start maybe on the left and we'll try, inshallah. You want to try? Okay. This is how the right hand. Bismillah. Good. Excellent, mashallah. So arsala is going to be the fourth bab, the fi'l maldi. Let's go down. Arsala, let's go down. Arsala, arsalu, arsalat, arsalna, arsalta, arsaltum, arsalti, arsaltunna, arsaltu, arsalna. So fourth bab maldi, we sent. Walaqad, and certainly we sent, we Allah we sent. Nuhan, Nabi Nuh alayhi salam, ila qawmihi, to his people. Number 6. وَمَا يُمْسِكْ فَلَا مُرْسِلَ لَهُ. What's it try? That's a difficult one. Bismillah, what's it try? Anybody? The first one, what's the meaning of yumsik? What's the meaning of yumsik? It is something which is being withheld. Something which is being withheld. So the ma, there you get two types of ma's. You get the ma which is a negation, not, and you get the ma which is a mawsul, which is like alladhi, that which. So this ma here is a that which ma. That which. That which is the same as alladhi. Wa ma yumsik. So I did translate wa ma yumsik. And that which. So the yumsik is the what? Is the yumsik is the what of the fourth bab? A fi'l mudari. So the fi'l mudari must have a fa'il, must have a doer. So I thought I said ma yumsik. What is the difference between yumsik and yumsikuna? Yumsiku and yumsikuna. So I did translate yumsik. Good. So yumsik is that which he withholds. So the question you're going to ask is, why is it yumsik and not yumsiku? You with me? Why is it? Because af'ala, yuf'ilu, amsaka, yumsiku. So generally the original word of yumsik was yumsiku. But when you have in Arabic a conditional sentence, what's a conditional sentence? If this, then this. When someone does this, then that. There's a conditional sentence. Normally you can see a conditional sentences because they have two parts, and the second part has a fa'il. Are you with me? The second part has a fa'il. If this, fa, then this. So can you all see the conditional sentence there? If this, then this. So when you have a conditional sentence, and then, so where's the first of this condition? What's the first of this condition? Everything before the fa. وَمَا يُمْسِكْ. Fa means then, لَا مُرْسِلَ لَهُ. That's the second part of the conditional sentence. Okay. So when you have a conditional sentence, it affects the end of the fi'l mudari. It affects the end of the fi'l mudari. How does it affect it? Normally, if there's a dhamma, it makes it into a sukoon. If there's a dhamma, like yumsiku, it becomes yumsik. And if it's a noon, like yumsikuna, the noon will drop away and it will become what? Yumsiku. Or if it's tumsiku, it will become what? Tumsik. Dhamma becomes a sukoon. And if tumsikuna, becomes tumsiku. Okay. But maybe I can tell you very quickly. Because I did mention last week in class. In class, I mentioned last week that if you go to page number 21 quickly. Page number 21. We'll come back to the relation now, inshallah. We're coming now. I'll keep in suspense for now. So we'll go to page number 21. Let's do an impromptu quick lesson. So here, what does the heading say? The heading says states of the verb. Are you all on the same page? States of the verb. So what is unusual about this is that you've done so far states of what? Of the hal of the what? Noun. You've done Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. So what's the three hals of the noun? Muslimun is what? Raf'un, Musliman, Nasbun, and Muslimin, Jarrun. So what I'm going to quickly mention today, and I mentioned in class last week also in the Surah Fatha class, is that verbs also have states. Verbs also have states. What's the first state there on the right hand side? Raf'un. What's the second state? Nasbun. What's the third state? Jazmun. So Jazmun is going to be different there. Meaning what? When it comes to verbs, there's no jar, there's jazm. And when it comes to nouns, there's no jazm, it's only jar. You with me? Okay. So whatever you've learned so far is raf'un. What's below raf'un? Default. So look at the scale. Does the scale look familiar? Beneath raf'un? Let's say the scale. Yaf'alu, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, yaf'alna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, taf'alina, taf'alna. Af'alu, naf'alu. And the same pattern applies even on the Mazeedfeehi. For example, if I had to do yumsiku, it will become what? Yumsiku, yumsikuna, tumsiku, yumsikna, tumsiku, tumsikuna, tumsikina, tumsikna, umsiku, numsiku. Now look at the next one. This one says nasb. What's the difference in the shape or the way the verb is written? Yaf'alu becomes, for example, makes the verb nasb, becomes what? An yaf'ala. What's the difference between yaf'alu and yaf'ala? What happened at the end? The dhamma became a fatha because I added what before? I added a prefix. You add something before the verb and it changes the end of the verb because it changes the hal of the verb. Are you with me? So for example, the word an, very common. The word an makes the verb in which hal? Nas. The word lan makes the verb in which hal? Nas. The word li makes the verb in which hal? Nas. Because remember last week we had liyazdadu imanan. Remember last week? We didn't have yazdaduna, we had liyazdadu. So in the first one, the dhamma becomes a fatha. Next one, yaf'aluna, an becomes yaf'alu. What's the change there? The noon fell away. Next one, taf'alu becomes what? Taf'ala. What happened there? Dhamma becomes fatha. Next one, yaf'alna becomes what? Yaf'alna, the group of women don't change. The group of women don't change. Next one, taf'alu, taf'ala. Next one, taf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'alina, taf'ali, taf'alna, taf'alna, group of women don't change. Af'alu, af'ala, naf'alu, naf'ala. So the change is easy with the dhamma, it became a fatha, and when there's a noon, it dropped away. That makes the verb nasb. When does the verb become nasb? When you add an an before it, or lan, or idhan, or kay, or li. You with me? So if I hear me in class saying, why is liyazdadu imanan? Why is yazdadu in nasb? What you're going to think? Nasb is when the noon drops away. Why is the noon dropping away? Liyazdadu imanan. Because of the li. Okay. Then the last state is jazm. Now. Now. Yeah, okay. It's like a technical thing, meaning what? That when you say li, then in your mind, you must know that there's an an hidden after the li, but you don't see it. Meaning what? Li yazdadu imanan is actually li an yazdadu imanan. Because an means that. And li means because. Because that they increase in iman. But the an is going to be hidden. The an's always going to be hidden there. Not always, but it's going to be hidden. Next one, jazm. Leave the prefix for now. Let's look at the changes first. Yaf'alu became what? Yaf'al. Yaf'aluna became what? Yaf'alu. Taf'alu became what? What's the changes so far? Dhamma becomes what? Sukoon and noon drops away. You can see the noon looks as the yaf'alu and yaf'alu looks the same in nasb and jazm. They both noon dropping away. Taf'alu, taf'al. Yaf'alna, what happens to yaf'alna? Remains the same. Taf'alu, taf'al, taf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'alina, taf'ali. Noon drops away, noon drops away. Taf'alna, no change. Af'alu, dhamma becomes sukoon. Af'al, naf'alu, dhamma becomes sukoon. So back to our example. What's our example? Wama yumsik. Is that raf, nasb or jazm? It is jazm. Meaning what? It was originally yumsiku, now it became yumsik. So the question is why? Because things become jazm for a number of reasons. Why? Because there might be a lam before it. And you can remember in the Fatiha, Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid. You don't say yam, lam yalidu. You with me? Lam yalid wa lam yulad. You don't say yuladu. Why? Because the lam makes it jazm. The lam changes the end of the mudari verb. Lamma also changes the mudari verb. And can you see the next three? What does it says? Conditional, conditional, conditional. In means if this, then this. For example, say in tadrus. What do we have in tadrus? What's daros yadrusu? From the word dars. A lesson. Tadrus means to study. If I say in tadrus means what? If you study. Can I say I'm using conditional? Fatanjah, then you'll be successful. In tadrus fatanjah. If man also can be conditional. I can say man yadrus yanjah. What's the meaning of that? Man means whoever. Whoever studies yanjah will be successful. Again, there's jazm. Or I can say ma. I can say ma taf'alu min khairin. What's the meaning of that? Ma taf'alu min khairin. Ma means whatever. Taf'alu. See, I didn't say taf'aluna. I said taf'alu because after the noon. Whatever you do, min khairin, from goodness. Fa inna Allah ya'lamu. Then verily Allah knows it. You with me? I'm giving you conditional sentences. So the whole point I wanted to make is that you have a conditional sentence and you have some prefixes that will make it into different hals. There was a quick lesson, but it was an important lesson. There's a lot of information in there. Any questions on that? Main thing I want to know is that verbs have how many hals? 3 hals. What are the names of the hals? Raf'un, nasbun, jazmun. What's the default one? Raf'un. What's the nasbun? What's the changes that makes a nasb? How does the nasb one look? Dhamma becomes a fatha and noon drops off. Except the group of women. They don't change. How does the word look when it's jazm? The dhamma becomes a sukoon and the noon drops off, except the group of women. That one doesn't drop off. Okay. And then the last thing I'll tell you is why does it become nasb? Why does it become jazm? Because there are reasons in the list. There are prefixes. What's a prefix? A word that comes before the verb. There are prefixes that affect it. And the one we're doing now, the prefix is a conditional sentence. Conditional sentence. So let's go back to our example. So Allah says here, وَمَا يُمْسِكْ. If you look at the thing, it says, وَمَا نُرْسِلُ. Is number 3 a conditional sentence? No, you can see because the if conditional would have been وَمَا نُرْسِلْ. So number 3 is just a normal negation. And we did not send the messengers. But number 6, you can see is a conditional sentence. وَمَا يُمْسِكْ. Yumsik, He Allah withholds. Meaning what? Whatever He Allah doesn't grant, whatever He Allah doesn't give, whatever He Allah does not send, whatever He withholds, فَلَا مُرْسِلَ لَهُ. Mursil is what? So what are the first verb? The ismul fa'il. What does mursil mean? The one who says, Allah says there is fala mursila means what? Fa means what? Then la, not mursila. You just told me now meaning of mursil. And one who sends, you call him a sender. There is not a sender or the sender. There is no sender. No sender means there's no. It's an indefinite word, but I'll come to it now. There is no sender lahu for it. There is no sender for it. So let's first understand the meaning. وَمَا يُمْسِكْ, and whatever He Allah withholds, whatever He does not grant, whatever He does not send, then la, there will be no other. In other words, mursila, there will be no other sender for it. There will be no other sender for it. You understand the translation? Did you have a similar translation? For wama, and whatever, ma, yumsik, He withholds. He referring to Allah. Then la, there is not mursila, any sender. There is no other grantor, lahu, for it, for the thing you Allah withheld. No. So what's your next question? You must have a question from that. Another question. What's your next question? A question means something looks odd there. What is it? What looks odd? Yeah, you expect mursilan, mursilun, mursilin, and mursila. Okay, so there's another rule in grammar. Another rule in grammar is that you get different types of la. This is the la of total negation. I'll give an example you all know. La ilaha illallah. The word ilaha has no al. So you expect ilahun, la ilahun illallah, but there's a special la of total negation. When that la comes, then the word after it has a single fatha. For an example, you might all know alif lam mim dhalika al-kitabu la rayba fihi. There's no al there. What do you expect? La raybun. But because you have rayba, it becomes the la of total negation. Do you want to know the Arabic name? We don't know the Arabic name. You know the Arabic name. That Arabic name there is la nafiyatun lil jins. This la is a special name. La nafiyatun lil jins. What does that mean? What does nafiya mean? Nafi. Negation. So is the la that is negating, what does jins mean? There's a similar English word to jins. Some of you will know it. What's a genus? What's a genius? A genus is a class. For example, you'll say that human beings are a genus. You with me? And from the genus you get categories and species and all of those things, but genus is a category. So this la negates the entire genus. You with me? Like you say, la ilaha, it negates the entire genus of what people might deem to be gods. Illallah, except Allah. La rayba fi, entire genus of doubt. Psychological doubt, intellectual doubt, historical doubt, scientific doubt. La rayba fi, there's no doubt in it. Allah says here, whatever Allah has withheld, fala mursila, there is absolutely no sender of it. Whether the sender is your own power, people's power, jinn power, dua power, whatever power, there's no power that can, there's no sender that can send it. It negates the total genus of potential senders. So it's a very, it negates the whole category of everything. Okay, so you're going to find this often in the Quran, that la, I don't know that la, what is the word after it have? It has a no tanween and it has no al, but it has a single fatha. It has a single fatha. And obviously the word after it is going to be a ism, right? Like la rayba, rayba is a ism, la ilaha is a ism, mursil is a ism. Okay. وَلَهُ أَسْلَمَ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ. Now, one of the brothers, inshallah, bismillah, wants to translate. Okay, good. Just the first word, wa lahu. Translate only that. And for him. The word aslama is the what to the what verb? It is a not mudari. Af'ala yuf'ilu. Aslama yuslimu. It's the madi. When you see a fi'il madi, remember the same rule applies. You must still find the fa'il. And to him, Allah aslama submits. Where's the fa'il? Where's the fa'il? The fa'il can only be in left or inside. Can't be in the right. So if you think about the sentence, who is submitting to him? Or just give me a translation again. Okay, but remember, he submitted, it's to him submitted. To him submitted. Who submitted to him? Anybody else want to try? So where's everything in the sentence? What does the word man mean? Man means what? Man means whoever. Man refers to human beings. What refers to non-human beings? Ma. So if I'm talking about this bottle, will I say man hadha or ma hadha? Ma hadha, because I'm saying, what is this? If I speak about a person, do I say ma hadha or man hadha? Man hadha. So man is for human beings and ma is for things. Okay, so man can mean he who, or man can mean whoever. The word man in raf'un, it is man. In nasbun, it is man. In jarrun, it is man. For example, if I add the li before it, it becomes jar, liman. If I make it nasb, ra'aytu man, I saw man. You with me? So man means whoever. So does that solve the question? Man is a ism, it means whoever. So what hal is man in? Raf'un, why? It not ismu fa'il, it is fa'il. It is a doer. Meaning what? Walahu, and to him Allah, the verb aslama, submits. Who submits? So just revise the translation. Bismillah. And for him, submits. Who submits? Make man the fa'il. Whoever. No. So the whole thing? Excellent. Walahu, and to him Allah. Aslama, submits or has submitted. You do literally. Has submitted, past tense. Man, whoever, fis samawat, is in the heavens. Meaning what? To Allah, whatever, whoever's in the heavens, of the angels, of the jinn, of human beings that have ascended, they all submit to Allah. Okay. I'll do something else quickly, just let's call it a literature point. If Allah made the sentence, Aslama man fis samawati lahu, what would the meaning be? If Allah put the lahu at the end, how do you translate it? Aslama, listen word for it. As submitted, man fis samawati, whoever's in the heavens and earth, lahu, to him. That would actually be the normal way you say it. You normally say, wa aslama man fis samawati lahu. And says submitted whoever is in the heavens to him, Allah. You with me? Normally use the verb first and later on you say who the objects are and so on. But here Allah has put the lahu at the beginning. Why? Because Allah wanted to make the lahu exclusive. Emphasis, but also exclusivity. Exclusivity in Arabic is called takhsis. Write it down, inshallah. So there's two words you must remember. There's tawqeed, which means emphasis, and there's takhsis, from the word khas. I'm writing it now, inshallah. Can you see? It's on the screen. Takhsis. Takhsisun. And this one is called tawqeedun. This can also be called ta'qeed as well. Ta'qeed, same thing. Ta'qeed, tawqeed, same thing. Ta'qeed. Same thing. Ta'qeed or tawqeed. The first one means emphasis, and takhsis means exclusivity, khas, special. So can you see here, Allah moved the lahu to the beginning to make it takhsis, to make exclusive. Lahu, and to him, and him Allah alone. Aslama, has submitted. Man fis samawat, whoever is in the heavens. Okay, let's go, inshallah. Inna deena indallahi al-Islam. Who wants to go? One of our online students, inshallah. Bismillah. Let's not forget our online students. We're waiting eagerly to share their answers. Bismillah. Who online wants to go? Inna deena indallahi al-Islam. One of our online students, Bismillah, translate. All you must do is read from your homework. Very easy. Just open your book to the relevant page and you read on the page there. Bismillah, one of our online students. It's so simple.
Salam.
Allah. Ameen, mashallah. Bismillah, Allah reward you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's indeed the religion near to Allah is Islam.
Good. The word inda can mean near, can also mean with as well. The word inda can mean near, like you know this. The kitab indi is like can mean near, but also more accurately means with. So you try the translation with.
Indeed, the religion with Allah is Islam.
Good. Indeed, the religion with Allah, meaning what? The religion which Allah Himself holds to be true.
Okay.
Which is with Allah correct, which is correct with Allah. Because people make up their own religions, but what is the one with Allah? The one with Allah, the true one with Allah is Al-Islam. And by that I mean Al-Islam is the what of the word verb? Is the what of the what verb? I didn't get that. Yes, it's a submission, but it's the what of the what verb? Someone in class want to help them? It's what of the what verb? It is the master of the fourth verb. He said, Aslama yuslimu islaman. Now, next one. Kana hanifan muslima. Kana, one of our sisters in class, Bismillah, wants to go. This is the most important part of Mazeedfeehi is doing these examples. Who wants to go in class? No. Inna dina inda Allahi al-Islam. So Islam there is when we learn Mazeedfeehi, we always make the master nasb. Why? I don't know. That's how everybody does it. But obviously the master can be Islamun, Islaman, Islamin, Al-Islamu, Al-Islama, Al-Islami. So it can be whatever it is. But that is rafun because of the khabar of inna, which you haven't done yet. But you'll get there in the next 3 or 4 lessons, inshallah, in your Nahu class. You'll get there, inshallah. Why is it Islamu? But the reason is khabru inna. No. Kana hanifan musliman. Who wants to go? One of the sisters in class. Bismillah. Good. So Musliman is what to the what verb? Good. Ismul fa'il. Aslama is all together. Yuslimu, Islaman, Muslimun. Muslimun. So remember when you give the noun can always change. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, it can always change. But when we just do it on the Mazeedfeehi, we say Muslimun, just for ease. So kana means was, and sometimes kana means he was. What does kana mean? Was, and sometimes it means he was. Same like fa'ala. Fa'ala means sometimes did, and sometimes means he did. So kana hanifan musliman. He was a hanif. Hanif means a monotheist, a believer in one God. He was, probably speaking Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam. He was hanifan. He was in the state of being a monotheist. Musliman, he was in the state of being a submitter. State of being a submitter. Okay, we're gonna have to end there because Moni is waiting outside. So we're going to end there, inshallah ta'ala. So I'm not going to give you any homework from here, but what I am going to give you is I've sent you on your chat. I've sent you on your chat a new book, which we will inshallah send to the printers and get it back as soon as they're done. I sent you, this book is called Qasasun Nabiyyin. It's 288 pages long. It's very long, but you'd recognize the first one. The first story is